As a reminder, please make sure to silence or put your cell phones on vibrate. Obviously, no flash photography or live streaming as well.
Is Alissa coming? Did you guys ask for Alissa?
That was what we were sent. We can take her off if that's not who you.
I just don't know where she's at.
She's coming. She's coming right now. All right, in just a second, we're going to get started with opening comments from the coach. Questions for student athletes right after, only student athletes after the opening statement, and then we'll move on to the head coach. We'll dismiss the student athletes after that point in time. Coach, if you could give an opening statement, please.
Thank you guys for being here. I lost my voice at some point. Congrats to LSU. What a great game. I thought both teams left it all out there on the floor. That's why it stings so bad when you put it all out there and you know, somebody's got to win. They made the last play. We had a defensive stop and just didn't secure the board. They just Morris came up with it, and then we got that foul, and we were playing catch up from there. But congrats to them. They have a heck of a team, and they play really, really hard. I'm incredibly proud of my team. The season that we had, I just told them there's no other locker room in the world I'd rather be in. The way they compete, the way they fight, but also maybe most the way they conduct themselves. This is just an incredible group that represents the University of Utah so well. And it's an honor to be their coach. And I also told them time will give some perspective. Only one team finishes in this tournament without a tearful locker room. And unfortunately, that was us today. But what an amazing season we had. And I couldn't be more proud of these guys and their fight and their buy-in and the way they represent our university.
Open it up for questions for the student athletes only. Please state your name and can we get a water? Questions for student athletes? Right here.
M.A. Vopel from ESPN.com. Alissa, it seemed like you guys made a big run there at the end and were able to get the lead back. Did you feel like it was just a few little plays there at the end that maybe just got away from you a little bit?
I don't really think it comes down to, those plays at the end. I think it's just the build-up throughout the whole game. There's a lot of things we could have done better in the first, second, and third quarter. So, I just think throughout the whole game, it is when it matters.
Right here in the middle.
Question for both of you. There's no seniors on this team. How do you build, take the pain of this moment and build and try to make another run at this next year?
Yeah, it's hard to think about it right now, but that is something we can look forward to, and just like being with each other throughout the summer and getting better. But yeah, right now it's hard to think about, but it's definitely exciting for the future, and we'll get some new girls as well.
Questions? All right, we'll go ahead and dismiss our student athletes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Really use the water.
Yeah. Can we get, we're getting that right here.
Sorry, I just don't have a voice. Thank you.
No, for sure.
Cheers.
Start here on the far right after she takes a sip of water.
Sure, of course.
I'm good.
Scott Ravelli with the Baton Rouge Advocate. Coach, congratulations on a great season. It seems like y'all did a very good job on Angel Reese most of the night. She got in foul trouble. Obviously, those I'm sure is in part attributed to how you played her. But then LaDeja Williams does what she did. She had her season high tonight. What did you expect from her? What did you see from her that allowed her to be so effective in this game?
It was really physical. I think, you kind of have to pick your poison with that. I thought we let her get into a little bit of a rhythm there in the third. You know, we weren't going to go one-on-one with Angel down in the block. So we were kind of digging in and shrinking it a little bit. And I thought she got into a little bit of the rhythm there. But, you know, as I said before, they're not a one-trick pony, as they say. They're a good team. So Angel gets a lot of the attention, rightfully so. But they've got a lot of other good players.
Right here in the middle.
Emily Adams, USA Today Network. Lynne, I mean, this is the first time Alissa's fouled out in a while. Just did you feel like this game was called tighter than some of the others you've played this year?
I thought it was physical for 40 minutes, and it was just kind of, sometimes it was called and sometimes it wasn't. But that's just part of the game, and we've got to adjust. And yeah.
Right here in the middle, right behind her.
Jeremiah Jensen, KSL Sports. Coach, we saw you put your arm around Gianna there on the bench at the end there. Can you share what you told her?
Yeah, Gianna is such a, I mean, I thought she played her tail off today. She left it all out there. And I just told her I was proud of her. And, you know, a game never comes down to the last shot. I mean, that's what we remember, that's what we talk about. But there's so much that goes in before that. And I just told her I loved her and I was proud of her, and we're still in it. Like, we still can get the ball back down 3, like stay in it. But I love that kid. She's a fighter, and it's hard. Those are pressure moments, and it's a growing experience for her. She's just a sophomore, but I don't think that'll happen again. If she gets that opportunity again, knowing her, the competitor she is. You know, if you said Gianna Johnson on the line in this game to win it, would you take it? Heck yeah. And I'd take it tomorrow.
Pete?
Pete Iacopelli, Associated Press. Lynn, this is a team without a lot of seniors.
None seniors.
No seniors. You're
Yeah.
gonna have everybody. You're gonna have everybody back. When can you start to think about, hey, we're building for next year instead of dwelling on the right now?
I think it's going to take a little bit of time. We wanted this one bad. We wanted to win this regional one at a time. So I think it'll even take me some time. But we've got such a great group, and they're bought in, and they're tight. And it's not a group of individuals. It's the sum of the parts. So that is exciting, and we'll add some. We've got some great freshmen signed, and we'll be better. I can guarantee you that we'll be better next year.
Any other questions? Right here.
Coach, can you just sort of put in to perspective Gianna's sophomore year, everything she's done, and just, you know, how much more she has to do with 2 more seasons?
Yeah, you know, that sophomore group of Gianna and Jenna and Kennedy, Nash Vieira, like Kelsey Reese, it's like, you know, when parents say they want time to slow down, they don't want them to grow up too fast. That's kind of how I feel about that group. I'd love for them to be sophomores forever. But Gianna, I think, you know, Alissa got a lot of attention this year, rightfully so. And you know, Gianna's shooting percentage was up from last year. Her points were up. Her field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw attempts, her rebounds, everything was improved. And she's just a sophomore and one of the most driven, competitive players I've ever coached or been around. So she's just scratching the surface. And, you know, she's going to be the one that when we fly back, we're going to have to tell her to give yourself a break. Don't get in the gym and shoot tomorrow, because she's just that type of kid.
Time for maybe one more question. Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all being here.